Hello friends, now in this lecture we'll see revision of some applications of trigonometry. Okay, so very first thing um, there are only two concepts over here, the angle of depression and the angle of elevation. So let us see what is angle of depression and angle of elevation. Suppose there is a uh, building or minar or tower or rock or whatever or cliff. If I'm observing a point or an object from the top of the building, then there is a different angle. And if I'm observing any thing from the ground, suppose this is point A and this is the point of observation. Okay, now I'm observing this point A from a point which is below the object. Okay, I won't say that it should be on the ground always, but definitely, in other words, if I have to look upwards to observe that particular object, then the angle formed between the ground level and the line of sight is called angle of elevation. So here theta is, I can say, angle of elevation. Okay, now suppose there is another condition, you will find the diagram almost same. Now the condition is that now I am over here, this is the point of observation and this is the uh, point A. Now if I have to look downwards to see that object, then angle between the line of sight and the horizontal is called the angle of depression. I am saying this is alpha, and with the help of geometry I can say this is also alpha. So this is angle of depression. Okay, that is two things you have to understand: angle of depression, angle of elevation. Okay, now next thing that I should tell you, that in this chapter there are only 5 questions in your syllabus this time, according to the material. First 5 questions. So in terms of number of questions, so according to material there are 5 questions, but because question number 1 has 2 parts, question number 2 has 2 parts, then 3 has 2 parts, fourth and fifth thing. So actually we can say there are 8 questions. So in this particular chapter you have to concentrate on these 8 questions. So here we'll see 1 or 2 questions, how to solve the question. So very first question, see, in applications of trigonometry, basically, if you are able to draw the diagram with the help of the given information, you can say this is almost done. Okay, so very first question says, first part of the first question, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole. So you have to imagine that a circus artist is climbing on a rope which is something like this. It is tightly stretched between the top of the pole and the ground. That means on this is the rope actually. Okay, on this the circus artist is climbing, which is uh, tightly strand between the top of the pole and the point on the ground. Okay, now further what is given, find the height of the pole. Okay, here diagram is given, and in the diagram it is clearly written that this angle is 30 degree and this length of this rope is 20 meters. So if I say this is point A, this is point B, this is C, so here AC is the rope, AB is the pole, and we have to find the height of the pole. That means simply we have to find AB. So what we have to do, see, with the help of this diagram I can see that hypotenuse is given, perpendicular I have to obtain, angle is given. Okay, with respect to this angle, perpendicular I have to obtain and hypotenuse is given. So which trigonometric ratio is there which connects perpendicular and the hypotenuse? That is sine. So simply I I apply sine theta, that is perpendicular AB hypotenuse AC, and theta over here is 30. So sine 30 is equal to AB is 20, AB I have to obtain, okay, and AC is given 20. Sine 30 1 by 2 is equal to AB upon 20. So simply AB is equal to 10 meters. Okay, so I hope you got the concept. Simply you have to, especially you have to work on the diagram. Okay, let us see the next question. Okay, first question number second, its first part. Question number 2, its second part. A tree breaks. This is very important question. A tree breaks due to storm. So I'm considering this is the ground. With the help of this line on, the tree breaks due to storm. See, we can imagine that there is a tree in this way. Now suppose it broke from this point, and this the upper part definitely will be something like this. Okay. Now further read the question. The tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends. This is the broken part bends so that the top of the tree, this is the top of the tree, so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree. So that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree with it. That means this top of the broken part of the tree makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. Okay, the distance between the foot of the tree, this is the foot of the tree, the distance between foot of the tree to the point where the top touches, to the point where the top touches, this is the point where the top touches, the distance between the foot of the tree and the point where the top touches, that means this, if I name it, this is A, B, D. Okay, so this BD is given, how much it is given? 8 meters. 8 meters. What we have to find? The height of the tree. That means what we have to find? AB or AD or what? Actually, if I say this point is C, then actually I have to find BC. That means I need this part of the tree AB as well as this broken part of the tree, and then by adding them I will get the length of height of full tree, complete tree. Okay, so now I have to concentrate how to find this AB. See, in this triangle, see, but obviously this I will consider as 90 degree. I'm considering that tree is vertical on the ground, so this will make 90 degree. Okay, now I need AB as well as AD to get the complete length of tree. To get AB, concentrate on this triangle. Here one angle is given. For this angle AB we have to find, BC we have to, BD it is given. So for this angle, this AB is perpendicular and this AD is base. So now I have to think that which trigonometric ratio connects the perpendicular and the base. But obvious, that is tan. So I'll apply tan theta or tan 30, that is perpendicular upon base, that is AB upon BD. Now tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, AB is that I have to obtain and BD is given 8. So this gives you AB is equal to 8 upon root 3. Okay, now next what I need? AD. Now there are two ways. See, I have BD, I got AB. So with the help of the Pythagoras theorem I can obtain AD. That is the one way. Another way, this is hypotenuse. Now I have perpendicular as well as base. I have for this angle 30 degree, BD is base, AD is hypotenuse. So definitely either I can apply cos theta or I can apply the sin theta, or with the help of Pythagoras theorem. Anyhow, I have to obtain the AD. So here I am applying cos. So now cos 30 degree is equal to base, that is BD, hypotenuse, that is AD. So cos 30 root 3 by 2. BD is 8. AD I have to obtain. So I can write AD into root 3 or AD is equal to 16 upon root 3. Okay, so I got the value of AB, I got the value of AD. So AB plus AD gives you the length of tree, because AB is the part of the tree which is still over there and AD is the broken part of the tree. So uh, length of tree is equal to AB plus AD. AB plus AD. Now AB is 8 upon root 3 and AD is 16 upon root 3. That is 24 upon root 3. As I told you, always try to keep your answer, final answer, in which the denominator is rational. For that, we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by root 3. And here I will get 24 root 3 upon 3. So this gives you 8 root 3 meter. Okay, or centimeter, but obviously it should be meters, not in centimeters. It is also better if you find the value in the decimal. So for that you should know the value of root 3. It is 1.73. You can also check, sometime it is given in the questions also. Okay, now we'll see the question number 3, its second part. Question number 3, its second part. See, here I am not giving you the complete solution, that I am considering you know how to write. I am just giving you that idea how you have to solve the question. So question number 3, its second part. An observer 1.5 meter tall. There is an observer 1.5 meter tall. So let this is the observer. Its height is 1.5 meter. Now this is 28.5 meter away from a chimney. Okay, this is 28.5 meter away from a chimney. So that this is the chimney and distance between these two is 28.5 meter. Okay, and this was 1.5 meter. Now further, see, read the question and draw accordingly. It's not necessary that you read the question completely and draw the diagram. Okay, the angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from her eyes is 45 degree. So this is the 1.5 meter tall girl. Now from her eyes, so from here I am observing the angle of elevation is 45 degree. That means this angle is 45 degree. What we have to find? Height of the chimney. Okay, so if I name it, this is A, B, okay, C, D, E. So in the description definitely I have to write, suppose AB represent the 1.5 meter tall girl, CE represents the chimney, angle of elevation of the top of the chimney C is 45 degree. Now what actually we have to obtain? CE. So DE we have already. Okay, because this is 1.5 meter, this is 1. Now no need to give explanation why DE equal to AB. With the help of the diagram, simply we can say DE is equal to AB, that is 1.5 meter. Now to get the height of the chimney, now I need the length CD, and for that I can apply any one trigonometric ratio in triangle ADC. Now I have to check to get CD, either I need AC or I need AD, isn't it? Two among the two measurements, one must be given to us and one we have to obtain. So here I have to obtain CD, so I must have either AC or AD. So AC is not given. Now AD is equal to BE. That means I can say AD is given indirectly. So in triangle ACD, in triangle ACD, I can say tan 45 is equal to perpendicular upon base. So tan 45 is 1, perpendicular is CD, base is AD. So 1 is equal to CD upon AD. Now AD is equal to BE. Therefore 1 is equal to CD upon 28.5. because BE is 28.5. Therefore, I can say CD is equal to CD is equal to 28.5. So we got the length CD. Now height of chimney. Okay. Now height of chimney we already described that C is the chimney. So now CE is equal to CD plus DE. CD plus DE. CD is 28.5 and DE is equal to AB. So 28.5 plus 1.5, that is 30 meters. So height of the chimney is 30 meters. Okay, so I hope you are getting how to solve this type of question. So now next we will see question number 5. Okay, question number 5. A kite is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground. Okay, a kite is flying. So first of all, this is the ground. Now I am considering this is the kite and it is 60 meter above the ground. That means this is, I am considering is 60 meter. This is the kite. A represents the kite which is 60 meter above the ground. The string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point. So this is the string which is attached to the point on a ground. Now definitely string won't be like this, there must be a slack. Okay, but it is given in the question, if you read the last line, it is given assuming that there is no slack. That means string is not like this. Okay, actually you will find the string like that only when you fly the kite, but here they are considering there is no slack. That means string is straight from the kite toward the point on the ground. Now let us read the question further. The string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. The inclination of the string with the ground. Now, inclination, that means angle between the string to the ground, that means with the ground. If it is given the inclination of the string with this height, then this angle I have to take. But here it is given angle between the ground and the inclination, and the string is 30 degree. So what we have to find, the length of the string, that we have to find. So if I name it point, so what actually I have to find, the length AC. Okay, now for this angle, AC is hypotenuse and AB is perpendicular. Okay, why I am not talking about BC? Because it is not given. I have to talk about the dimension that I need to find and the value which is given. Okay, here perpendicular is given, hypotenuse I have to obtain. So for this angle, this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratios is there which connect the perpendicular and hypotenuse? That is sine. So in triangle ABC, see, definitely you have to describe the diagram in a proper way. Suppose A represent the kite which is at the 60 meter above the ground. Angle of inclination between the string and the ground is 30 degree, that is angle ACB is equal to 30 degree. Now in triangle ABC, sine 30 is equal to perpendicular upon, or sine of angle sine C perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now angle is 30 degree, so sine 30 degree is equal to, now perpendicular for this angle is AB, hypotenuse for this angle is AC. So sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. AB is 60. AC we have to find. So here I can say AC is equal to 2 into 60. Therefore AC is equal to 120 meters. That means length of the string is 120 meter. Okay, so now let us see one more question. We'll see the first part of the third as well. Okay, first part of the question number 3. Let us see that one. Okay, question number 3. Its first part. A contractor planned to install two different types of slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below the age 5 years, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter. Two types of slide the contractor is planning. The first type is that whose top is okay, whose top is 1.5 meter and inclined at 30 degree. Okay, this is 1.5 meter and the inclination is 30 degree. This is the first type of the slide that contractor is planning, whose top is at the distance at the height of 1.5 meter and the inclination of that uh, um, inclination is 30 degree with the ground. Okay, whereas for elder children she want to have a steep slide at a height of 3 meter. Okay, so let me change this diagram little bit. uh, this is I'm considering 1.5 meter. Okay, this angle is 30 degree. And for the elder children, she plans the height must be at 3 meters. Okay, 3 meters. And the angle must be, and the angle is 60 degree. And angle 60 degree. Okay, so what we have to find, what should be the length of the slide in each case. So here if I say triangle ABC, and here if I say triangle PQR, so what we have to find, here we have to find AC, here we have to find PR, length of the slide. So it's very simple. Again, for this angle I have perpendicular, I need hypotenuse. Here again I have perpendicular, I need hypotenuse. So here sine 30 is equal to perpendicular, that is AB, upon hypotenuse, that is AC. Sine 30 1 by 2, AB is 1.5, AC I have to obtain. So AC is equal to 1.5 into 2, that is 3 meters. Okay, over here sine 60 is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine 60 is under root 3 by 2 is equal to, for this angle 60 degree, perpendicular is PQ and hypotenuse is PR. So root 3 by 2 is equal to, now at the place of PQ I can obtain. So on cross multiplication I can say PR multiplied by root 3 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3. So PR is equal to 6 upon root 3. If I rationalize this, what I will get, PR is equal to 6 upon root 3 into root 3 upon root 3. So PR is equal to, in that case, 6 root 3 upon 3. So ultimately PR is equal to 2 root 3. So here it is 3 meters and over there it is 2 meters. Okay, these are the length of the slides. Okay, it was very simple. Simply perpendicular in both the cases will be given to you. Angle in first case is 30 degree, angle in the second case it is 60 degree, and we have to find the length of the slide. Okay, I am checking whether is there any. Okay, it is correct. 6 upon root 3 and 2 root 3 finally. Okay, so this is the final answer. Okay, so that is all about some applications of the trigonometry. Out of this 5 questions, we solved almost every question over here. Remaining 1 and 2 you have to do by your own. Okay, so now in next lecture we will see the revision of surface area and volumes. Till then, bye. Thank you.